What would you say if your daughter's life had been in danger? And what would you do if your family's future was locked inside a piece of land that became a financial nightmare? This is the story of Christine Brown's shocking confession and the collapse of Coyote Pass. Christine in tears, headlines flashing, financial strain, if my daughter had died, sister wives' dream shattered. For over a decade, sister wives showed us a family built on faith, loyalty, and dreams. But behind the cameras, two storms were brewing: Christine's heartbreaking revelation about her daughter's near-death experience, and the tangled financial mess at Coyote Pass. Both stories collide, exposing the emotional and financial fractures of the Brown family. Tonight, we peel back the layers: who was neglected, who paid the price, and who walked away free.
My boys are outside of the home for work and stuff, so Garrison ended up getting COVID. And as much as we tried to contain that and quarantine him, the rest of us, Gabe, myself, and then Savannah, all got COVID.
Part 1. What would you say if your daughter's life was on the line? Now, we revisit the shocking words of Christine Brown, a woman who walked away from polygamy, heartbreak, and betrayal, but left fans stunned when she declared, "If my daughter had died." For over a decade, America has watched Christine Brown's journey unfold on Sister Wives. A devoted mother, a rejected wife, and now, a woman reclaiming her power. But behind her radiant smile, lies one of the darkest confessions ever spoken in the franchise's history. But what exactly did Christine mean by those chilling words? And why are fans calling it her most brutally honest moment yet? To understand Christine's bold statement, we must return to the darkest season of her life, the season where family loyalty and neglect collided, and nearly cost a child's life. In Season 6, fans remember Truly Brown's near-death health crisis. Christine cared for her daughter with almost no help. And Kody? Nowhere to be found. Fans still rage about that moment: Christine begging for support while Kody's attention drifted elsewhere. And this is the very wound that resurfaced when Christine recently said, "If my daughter had died, I would never forgive." The forgive part was left hanging. But the implication? Clear. She was talking about Kody. Could Christine's words be a final accusation that her child's life never truly mattered to Kody? Christine, the woman once silenced in plural marriage, found her voice. And she spoke with fire. Christine saved her kids on her own. Kody was missing in action during Truly's crisis. This is why she left. The suspense wasn't just in the statement, it was in the fan reaction. Millions of women across America, especially mothers, felt their blood boil. Because Christine wasn't just telling her story, she was telling theirs. Was Christine's escape from the marriage about love, or pure survival? In interviews, Christine has said she wanted her daughters to grow up seeing respect, not rejection. She fought for her kids' dignity. And when she said those words, "If my daughter had died," she wasn't just speaking about one moment. She was speaking about years of neglect, fear, and almost losing it all. The climax of Christine's journey came not with divorce papers, but with liberation. By declaring what she endured, she ripped open the truth millions suspected. Kody Brown, the father figure, was missing when it mattered most. But here's the twist: Christine's words may not have been just about Kody, but about the entire system of plural marriage that failed her. Polygamy wasn't just about multiple wives. It was about splitting loyalty, about children left behind, about promises made but never kept. Christine's dramatic phrase carried more weight than a personal jab. It was a verdict on the lifestyle itself. Christine's words broke the cult of silence. She used the most powerful weapon she had: her truth. And fans? They erupted. Hashtags like #TeamChristine and #ProtectTheKids went viral overnight. The backlash wasn't against Christine, it was against Kody. Some even demanded TLC cancel Sister Wives, accusing the network of profiting off a mother's suffering. In the end, Christine's chilling words, "If my daughter had died," weren't just about Truly's health scare. They were about a woman saying, "Never again. Not my child. Not my life." And for millions of women watching, Christine became more than a sister wife. She became a symbol of strength, survival, and the courage to walk away. What do you think Christine meant by her shocking confession? Do you believe Kody failed his family, or is Christine finally rewriting her own story? Part 2: What happens when family dreams turn into financial nightmares? Now, we expose the shocking financial fallout at Coyote Pass, the land that was supposed to unite the Brown family, but instead tore them apart. For years, the Browns promised viewers a legacy, a new compound, a home for all. But behind the dream of Coyote Pass was a storm of debt, broken trust, and betrayal. And in the end, the question was clear: who profited, and who was burned? But the truth about Coyote Pass is darker than TLC ever showed, and what we uncovered may leave you stunned. Financial strain, property tax issues, Kody's empty promises. When the Browns purchased Coyote Pass in 2018, fans were promised a fresh start. But the land was never just about real estate, it was about power, control, and money. Kody insisted the family invest every spare dollar into the land. Janelle drained accounts. Christine contributed while caring for 6 kids. Even Meri, sidelined emotionally, was pressured to commit. But where did the money really go? Was Coyote Pass ever about building a dream, or was it a financial trap? Documents reveal ongoing property taxes, ballooning debts, and shifting titles. Fans noticed the wives paying more than their fair share while Kody and Robyn lived in comfort. Why did Janelle pay taxes while Robyn bought a mansion? And Christine? She finally had enough. In her own words, she walked away not just from a marriage but from a financial scheme that left her with nothing to show. What happens when loyalty turns into financial loss and survival means cutting ties? Fans remember Janelle passionately saying she wanted to make it work. But even she admitted later her investment was money down the drain. The land wasn't developed. The dream never came true. And behind the scenes, Kody and Robyn were holding assets separate, protecting themselves, while others risked it all. The climax came when Christine sold her Coyote Pass lot, walking away from the family dream entirely. Fans were stunned, but Christine revealed, "It was never my dream. It was his." And here's the twist: Christine may have been the only one to escape without being financially burned. While Kody continued promising a compound, the reality was clear. Property taxes piled up. Janelle faced financial insecurity. Meri, excluded from the vision, invested nothing and kept her independence. And Robyn? Safe in her mansion, legally secure, while the other wives paid the price. Real estate plan. It was the collapse of a financial empire built on women's sacrifices. And the backlash? It was explosive. Fans accused Kody of manipulation, of exploiting loyalty, of hiding behind polygamy while profiting from others' pain. Christine escaped smart. Janelle deserves her money back. Robyn is sitting pretty while others struggle. The story of Coyote Pass is no longer about building a home. It's about broken promises, financial betrayal, and women who finally said, enough. What do you think? Was Coyote Pass a scam from the start or just a dream gone wrong? Did Christine make the smartest move by walking away? And will Janelle ever see justice? Because the truth at Coyote Pass? It's still unfolding, and we'll be here to uncover it all. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. In 2014, Kody Brown nearly lost her life to acute kidney failure. Christine carried the weight alone, fearing she might lose her child. But her haunting words years later still shock fans. "If my daughter had died, I would never forgive." The pause said it all. She was speaking about Kody. Fan Reddit post: Kody abandoned Truly in her darkest hour. Facebook comments flash: Christine saved her baby alone. But Christine's confession wasn't just about motherhood, it was about years of betrayal, neglect, and financial sacrifice. Just 4 years after Truly's crisis, the family invested nearly $800,000 into Coyote Pass. To the public, it was a dream. But to the wives? It was a financial gamble they didn't all believe in. And it would leave scars just as deep as Christine's confession. The conflict within the Brown family wasn't just emotional, it was financial warfare. Christine's voice represented emotional neglect. Coyote Pass represented financial betrayal. And the two threads reveal one painful truth. Christine gave everything, her love, her loyalty, her money, and got nothing back. Kody envisioned a utopia, one giant house. But his vision required sacrifice. Christine and Janelle poured money into taxes and payments. Meri, isolated, contributed little. Robyn? She stayed secured in her $1 million home while others carried the burden. Was Coyote Pass a family investment, or a trap designed to keep the wives financially tied to Kody? Christine finally said it aloud, "It was never my dream. It was his." Just as she had carried truly alone, she had carried debts that weren't hers. And when she walked away, she didn't just leave a marriage. She left a land deal that was burning down from the inside. Reddit threads about Christine selling her lot, YouTube comments from fans, she was smart to cut her losses. Janelle, however, stayed tied. She admitted, every spare dime went to Coyote Pass. Years of loyalty, only to realize, there might never be a house. For fans, her tears cut deep. Another woman betrayed by a man who promised everything but delivered nothing. And what about Kody, the man at the center of it all? Why did he gamble his family's unity on a dream that never broke ground? Experts point to the financial strain, property tax deadlines missed, shifting titles, and unequal asset distribution. Legally, each wife held part of Coyote Pass. But emotionally, Christine and Janelle carried the weight, while Robyn held security. Fan analysis from Facebook groups, Robyn will end up with it all. The climax came in two blows, Christine leaving, and the Coyote Pass dream collapsing. Christine's statement, "If my daughter had died," wasn't just about Truly. It was about years of watching Kody neglect both his children and his wives. And Coyote Pass was the final straw, a monument to promises broken. But the twist? Christine may be the only one who truly escaped. She sold her portion of the land and walked away free, remarried, and built a new life. Janelle remains entangled, still hoping to reclaim her investment. Meri distanced herself, choosing independence. And Robyn? Safely secured, shielded, as fans accuse her of benefiting from the downfall. Christine's wedding photos, Janelle looking tired, Robyn in her mansion, fans reacting. Coyote Pass was supposed to be a dream, but it became a battlefield. Financial betrayal mirrored emotional neglect. Christine's haunting confession and her decision to leave weren't separate events. They were the same story, a woman who refused to let her child or herself be sacrificed again. For millions of women watching, Christine's journey is more than reality TV. It's a lesson in survival, in knowing when to walk away, in refusing to carry someone else's dream while losing your own. Years before Truly's health scare, Christine was already carrying invisible burdens. In plural marriage, she often felt like the basement wife, the one left out, the one without a voice. Fans still remember her heartbreaking words, "I didn't matter. I was invisible." This invisibility wasn't just emotional, it became financial. While Robyn and Kody invested in big homes, Christine quietly stretched her dollars to feed and clothe 6 children. Every sacrifice she made for the family was taken for granted. And this silent history makes her later confession, "If my daughter had died," all the more powerful. Because Christine wasn't just talking about one moment. She was talking about years of abandonment. But Christine wasn't the only one left behind. Another wife was fighting a different kind of battle. When Coyote Pass was purchased in 2018, Janelle was one of its strongest believers. But belief came at a cost. She admitted in her confessional, every spare dime went into that property. Let's break it down. Public records show each wife held title to parcels of the land, but when tax deadlines arrived, Janelle stepped up. While Robyn enjoyed her new $1 million mansion, Janelle was pouring cash into land that remained untouched desert. Fans on Reddit calculated that Janelle may have paid tens of thousands more than her share while getting nothing back. One fan wrote, "Janelle basically bankrolled Kody's dream." Another added, she should sue for her money. So why did Janelle stay financially loyal when Christine walked away? Was it hope, or was it fear of losing everything she had invested? When Christine's bold confession went public, and when fans discovered the Coyote Pass tax records, the community erupted. Christine is a hero for leaving. Kody left truly to die, but never left Robyn's side. Janelle deserves every penny back. Team Christine fans praised her strength. Others argued Janelle was too loyal for too long. A smaller group defended Kody, claiming editing painted him worse than reality. Was Robyn secretly shielded from all financial risk? Was TLC protecting Kody? Or was Christine the only one who played her cards right? But if fans were divided, the truth about Coyote Pass revealed a unity. Most believed the land was cursed from the start. Coyote Pass stands today, empty. A barren desert holding broken promises. So what happens next? Legally, the land is still divided among the Browns. Without Christine's share, the remaining wives and Kody must decide, develop it, sell it, or let it rot. Experts suggest the land's resale value may not cover what was invested. Some fans predict Robyn and Kody will eventually claim the whole property, leaving Janelle with nothing. Others hope Janelle will fight back, demanding her investment returned. And then there's the haunting possibility. What if Coyote Pass becomes a monument to failure, never developed, forever a reminder of loyalty wasted? Was Coyote Pass ever truly about building a home, or was it always about keeping the wives financially tied to Kody? As Christine rebuilds her life, remarried, and free, Janelle remains tied to the land, and Robyn sits secure in her mansion. The fallout of Coyote Pass isn't just financial, it's emotional, spiritual, and ongoing. And this raises the ultimate question: will the truth about Coyote Pass destroy what's left of the Brown family, or will it finally set the women free? What do you think? Did Christine make the right choice to sell her land and leave? Was Coyote Pass doomed from the start, or was it a dream sabotaged by selfishness? And if you had been in Christine's shoes, would you have stayed, or walked away? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Share this with someone who has ever carried too much alone. And stay tuned, we're diving into the next chapter of